Hello and welcome to Let's Talk Sports live stream watch along of the Women's Super League. We have Chelsea women versus Manchester City women. What could be a very, very interesting game today because Chelsea could close the gap on Arsenal after they drew 1-1 to Man United yesterday in the early kickoff there. And Chelsea are 5 points behind Arsenal with 2 games in hand, including this one. So if Chelsea win today, they can close the gap by 2 points with a game in hand, or Man City, who have started to kind of rebuild since their first half of the season didn't go so well with the COVID hit and injuries for their squad. They haven't been playing at their best. But recently they've started to play a lot better. And of course they got a good draw against Arsenal the other week here on Let's Talk Sport. So both teams have just come out onto the pitch as they do the usual walkout from the tunnel. But let's go through the starting lineups for Chelsea and Man City. So for Chelsea, we have their number one goalkeeper, even though she wears 30, that is Anne-Katrin Berger. In defence, it looks as though they're going with 3 today under the management of Emma Hayes. Noran as left back, Sophie Ingle as their main centre back, and Millie Bright playing on the right. We've got Guro Wrighton in midfield with Sam Kerr and Joanna Anderson and Erin Cuthbert. But I can't see how that's right. This is according to SofaScore, because Sam Kerr would normally play up front. But we've got Jess Carter playing on the left-hand side up front with Pamela Harder in the middle and Jessie Fleming on the right. For Man City, we do have Ellie Roebuck, the goalkeeper there, who's one of the best goalkeepers in the league, I would say. In defence, we've got Lucy Bronze, Ruby Mace, Alex Greenwood and Demi Stokes. So no Steph Houghton again. I'm not sure if that's due to injury, but I haven't checked the bench, but she's not in the starting lineup, that is for sure. Georgia Stanway in midfield with Kira Walsh and Caroline Rea. And then up front, from left to right, Lauren Hemp, what in my eyes one of the best players in the league right now. Fantastic to watch. Jessica Parker in front, in the middle, but I'm sure actually she's on the right because Shaw likes to play in the centre and Park likes to play on the right. So I think SofaScore have got their formations a little bit wrong there. But at the end of the day, we don't know the true formations until the game actually starts. So both teams getting ready to go for the first half here. So yeah, big game this. I feel like if Man City can win this today away from home, it'll be a big result for Gareth Taylor with the pressure I think he's on at the moment. You know, there's been 1 or 2 rumours that, for example, Lucy Bronze hasn't been happy with Gareth Taylor as their manager. I don't know if there's anybody else that's come forward to say that, but it's all rumours anyway. It could be right, could be true. Sorry, could be false, could be true. But you know, let's be honest. Gareth Taylor, he knows he needs to win this today. But Kingsmeadow is not an easy place to win at when it comes to Chelsea, and it's Emma Hayes as well. So they certainly love to play in the Women's Super League, and they very rarely lose. They're just doing the coin toss between Millie Bright and Greenwood. Fellow England defenders for the Lionesses having to go against each other today. But yeah, get in touch on the live chat page, folks. We'd love to hear from you. And vote on our poll. Who have we got so far? We've got... oh, my word. We've had 17 of you vote, and only just now it's changed, but 16 of you went for Chelsea, so that's why it was at 100%. It's 0% for a draw, but now Chelsea at 94%, Man City at 6%. And we're about to get underway. So it looks as though City will begin the kickoff from right to left. Oh, they started a bit too early because they were going to take the knee. Shaw laughs it off. She wanted to get herself going. And here we go. So will it be Chelsea or Man City today? The sun is shining in London, especially with the words of the Pride of London on the stands. And there's a good crowd today. Very good crowd. I'm not sure if there's like an away end for the Man City fans. Normally with women's football they don't really do that. You can kind of mix in both sets of fans. It's not like it is when it comes to men's football when you have to separate them. But yeah, if you're wondering what this game is on, it's on the BBC Sport website. But again, get in touch on the live chat page. Love to read out your messages. We've got a few other streams going on today. We've also got the Euro futsal final between Portugal and Russia. That's at 4:30. We've got a throw in here for City. Oh, I forgot to start the clock. That's clever. There we go. But yeah, Chelsea playing free at the back. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out the formation now. Ingle and Millie Bright are normally centre-backs together. Now, they're playing 4 at the back. Carter's playing on the right. So the SofaScore formations that we've got on our page here, I've got it completely wrong. Roebuck's just picked up the loose ball there. But a comfortable win for Man City the other night against Spurs in the Cup. We did a watch-along for that. Georgia Stanway now to Lucy Bronze. Bronze playing at right back. But as we all know, she likes to go forward and has an eye for goal sometimes. So now with Reeton. She got 2 assists and a goal in the game against Villa last weekend. That was in the FA Cup. Millie Bright trying to look for Kerr. Sam Kerr's back after international duty, because right now, actually, her team, well, they got knocked out in the quarterfinals by South Korea. And currently in that match, China 2, South Korea 2. And I'll keep an eye on the match between now and when it ends, but there's 74 minutes gone. So G is not playing for Chelsea today, and she hasn't been seen for the last few weeks because of her Asia tour with South Korea in the Asian Cup. Yeah, Australia going out to South Korea early on, so that's why Sam Kerr is back. And I'm sure for Emma Hayes, she's thrilled to have her back a lot earlier than maybe she expected. So the Asian Cup, pretty much like the Africa Cup of Nations, isn't it? They're having it during a league season, which is not helpful at all for their... for their main team, especially when they lose a key star. Don't be shy, folks. Do get in touch on our live chat page. Love to hear from you. Oh, Man City under pressure here. One of them, well, they've given the ball away just outside the box. But now Shaw, she'll hold it. She does really well there. Nicely done, surrounded by 3 Chelsea players. And she gets out of it. Now Caroline Rear. Lauren Hemp brings in the cross straight at Berger, and I tell you what, Berger was always going to get to that if it was on target, but that looked like it might have just crept into the top right corner of the net. Might be wrong. Let's look at the angle from the replay. Lauren Hemp, they'd have gone wide. She was looking for Shaw, and we do have 1 or 2 of you normally join us on the Man City women watch-alongs, where Shaw is probably... Well, you've been rating her very highly of what she did before she moved to Man City. It's back with Berger, the goalkeeper. One of the most experienced goalkeepers in the league. Is Harder. Scored last weekend. Goes down on the run of play. Oh, referee says play on, I think. Harder's still on the ground, wondering how on earth that wasn't to be a free kick. It would have been outside the box if so. But here come Chelsea again. It's just gone behind for a corner. I think it was Alex Greenwood with the tackle on Sam Kerr at the end there. But when you've got Harder and Sam Kerr up front against Man City, City's defence, when they saw the team lineup, I'm sure Greenwood... was thinking this is going to be a very tough afternoon. So here's the corner. Oh, and it's gone. Oh, is it cleared off the line? I think now Millie Bright, and it's gone out of play. I'll have to see that again. I'm not sure what quite happened there, but it looked like it was cleared off the line, straight directly from the corner. But it was Millie Bright at the end that kicked it out for a Man City goal kick. Let's have a look at this again. It swung in. Oh, literally, I think it hit the chest of Georgia Stanway, and I don't think she was aware of the ball hitting her, but, luckily she was at the right place at the right time. Always that would have been 1-0 Chelsea. And this is why I always, if I was a goalkeeper, I'd always have 2 defenders on the goal line with me next to each post, because for moments like that, because even if they get a free header at goal, there's not much of a gap to go for, because you've got the goalkeeper in the middle and, of course, your 2 defenders next to the post. After all that, Chelsea have got it back in their own half. Now, there are other Women's Super League games on today. Just have a look at who's playing. Oh, I've accidentally googled Wolf fixtures, that's not helpful. So Everton are playing Reading in 20 minutes time, that's a 1 PM kickoff. Birmingham City versus Leicester City at 2 o'clock. Tottenham playing Brighton at 2 o'clock as well. So same as the men's fixtures yesterday, Tottenham and Brighton played each other in the FA Cup. That was a late kickoff, but Tottenham won comfortably at the end, 3-1 I think it was. Aston Villa playing West Ham tonight at 6 o'clock, and then they all play again next weekend. Starting off with Chelsea Arsenal next Friday night at 7:45. That'll be a good game. So Chelsea, yes, Chelsea Arsenal, top of the league clash. I think that'll be a cracker. Now Chelsea have got it in possession just inside their own half. But yeah, it looks like there's a good crowd in at Kings Meadow. They played Man United in the Continental Cup, or you could also call it the League Cup. Played them in the semis and beat them 3-1 in midweek, while Man City beat Tottenham 2-0. So you've literally got the final right here in less than a month's time at the beginning of March. That is for the League Cup. I think it's either on Saturday 5th of March or Sunday 6th of March, and it's going to be played in Wimbledon. So it'll be at Wimbledon's ground. Oh, is that a free kick? Yeah. I'm trying to remember who the referee is. Oh, and it's Pamal Hard who's on the sidelines here, sitting on the ground injured, being checked out by a couple of Chelsea's medical staff. Emma Hayes having words with one of her assistant coaches. Well, she's standing on the sideline now. I think she'll come back on. I tell you what, the game looks very windy. They've just done a shot of the Chelsea flags on the stands, and it looks very windy. Even when they're trying to take this free kick, Chelsea, the ball's just rolling away from where they're supposed to take it. And it's staying still this time. So free kick from 30 yards out. That was a weird one. Millie Bright somehow got to the end of it. It deflected off one of the City defenders. But now here's Lauren Hemp. Nearly 10 minutes gone. Of course, Hemp will have the pace. But it's back with Chelsea with the goalkeeper. Just watch, mate. Has got in touch saying, "Hey, mate, I hope Sam Kerr scores a hattie." Is that? I take it that's hat trick. I mean, when she does turn up, she is very hard to beat. One of the best strikers in the Women's Super League in the world at the moment, I'd say. She could have been right now playing for Australia in that Asian Cup final, but they lost her career, as I've already mentioned. But yeah, it is a good turnout for this game. You know, it's good to see that there are Chelsea fans who I'd imagine support the men's team as well, turning up to go and see their women's team. Of course, if you're a die-hard fan, it's quite a busy weekend. You know, if they both play on separate days, you're going to 2 matches in a couple of days, with paying for tickets as well. Kerr with the ball in. Now Wrighton. She's got a back towards goal at the moment. Nearly well tackled by Ruby Mace. Anderson. Cuthbert. Now Ingle. Wrighton. Good ball to Ingle. Ingle will bring the cross in. It was a low one and it's cleared out for a throw-in for Chelsea. Ingle will leave it for Anderson to take it. But yeah, I'm sure Arsenal will be... to be honest, I'd imagine they would love to see City win this. But if Chelsea win this game and beat Arsenal on Friday... Oh, header at goal from Kerr. Not much power or pace behind it, but it could have crept in if Roebuck wasn't quick enough. But simple enough for her. And Roebuck, as I said, she's one of the best goalkeepers in the league. Lovely chip in. Kerr very far out, just behind the penalty spot where she headed the ball. So quite far out to get a goal from that, really. All she could do was convert it on target and hope for the best. Berger now just outside her box to play a pass to Noran. Let me just check the bench. I didn't check the bench before kickoff. I'm intrigued to see what options both teams have got. Oh, now actually, just as I look, every time I try and look on my phone, there's always one of these teams trying to cross the ball. And here's Carter. That looks dangerous. Oh, it's Sam Kerr, is it? It's a goal. Oh, and it's Wrighton. She is on form at the moment for Chelsea, the Norwegian, but she's gone and headed it into the bottom left corner of the net, and Chelsea take the lead before we even reach quarter of an hour. A great start for the Blues. The London Blues, you could call them. Great start for Chelsea. It was a great ball in as well. But Wrighton, as I said last weekend, she was brilliant against Villa. Jess Carter will get the assist. And the header was too difficult for Roebuck to stretch out for. But already it's 1-0. Got to change the score on the video title, we just saw that. There we go. So, Wrighton with the goal. Just watch, mate. Asking who scored. There's your answer. And also Christopher Genio. So, at the moment, quite a lot of you have now voted, and it's still 94% to Chelsea. Only 6% for Man City. Poor Man City in our poll are nowhere near the favourites. No one's going for a draw, though, but great start for Chelsea. Long ball out. One goalkeeper to the other. Roebuck's got it in possession. Yeah, let's look at the bench. So Chelsea, in terms of second goalkeeper, she's had a few minutes this week. She was in goal for both cup games. Muzovic, Frank Kirby's available. Then you've got Niam Choles, Lauren James, who they signed from Man United last summer, who's also Reece James's sister. Drew Spence, Claypole, Thompson, Abdulina. And then Man City have brought one extra substitute with them. They've got Combs, Becky, Angeldal, Razzo, Vicky Lizardo, they signed from that brilliant Barcelona team from last season. Ellen White. Ellen White's not a bad option to have if you need a goal. Kennedy, Keating and Blackstad. Oh, another chance here. Kerr with a header, but she couldn't control it well. Ball still in play. Carter's lost the ball. Oh, she's won the ball back off Lauren Hemp. She's done brilliantly there. Now Carter again, the English defender. And the ball was just too far away for her to pick it up again, and it's gone out for a Man City goal kick. Yes, Liverpool and Cardiff are playing right now. They had a 12 o'clock kickoff today in the Cup, so I'd imagine that's half time there. Let's have a look. Oh, goalless at half time. Apparently, according to BBC Sports, it's a tremendous defensive showing from Cardiff so far, holding firm and keeping Liverpool at bay at Anfield. Goalless at the break. Let me just check the Asian Cup as well. So that is reaching 89 minutes. It's still 2-2, so that game could go into extra time. I'd imagine that's the format anyway. Jessie Fleming. Oh, it was tight. She tried to give the ball back to Berger. Berger got there just before Shaw did. If she was a second slower, I think Shaw could have got away with the ball and maybe score. Now Lucy Bronze, ball in, headed away by Bright. Now Fleming again. She knows she has to do better than that. She's given the ball away again, but she's won a throw-in. On the near side, next to their corner flag. So 90 minutes, China Korea still 2-2. But what a comeback from China. They were 2-0 down. I think that was at the beginning of the second half. But it looks like there's no fans in that stadium. Oh, it looks like Mace's just gone down. She's got herself back up though. She's jogging again. Looks as though it was harder that clashed with her. Jess Carter with a long throwing down the line. Oh, she's picked out harder. Fleming now. Back to Carter. A few yards further ahead. Well, brought it all the way back to their own half with Millie Bright. 5 minutes of added time for China and Korea. Oh, Korea have just put a ball in. That's dangerous. That might be the goal. What a save on the line. Oh, blocked as well. Oh, Korea for a moment nearly had... Oh, it was offside, I think. Oh, no. I don't know. Korea. I thought for a moment... Well, Korea looked like they were going to win the game. Oh, what a save by the China goalkeeper. Wow. Straight at the keeper. But yeah, the Korea shirt is pretty cool. It's a black and white shirt, and it looks like if a white tiger was like that. It's a pretty cool shirt. Asian football team shirts are awesome. Anyway, back with this game, nearly 20 minutes gone. So if you just joined us, Chelsea are 1-0 up. Brighton with the goal, with a header. Oh, and Brighton's just gone down. Won a free kick. Let me just find out how Brighton is doing this season in terms of stats. So I don't think these have been updated since the start, since she's just scored. But actually, in the Women's Super League this season, she only had 1 goal before this game. So now she's got 2. And she's only got 2 assists. So, interesting. In the Cup, she got 2 assists in 2 matches. Those are the 2 assists I saw last weekend. At Aston Villa, which I went to that game. Back with the game, harder. Kerr, shots blocked. Still in play. Might just go for a shot outside the box. Millie Bright. No, it was Ingle, sorry. Volleys it way over the crossbar. Yeah, Harder on the right, bringed it in, put it in for Kerr. She just didn't get the ball she wanted. Then Reeton to Ingle, and then on the half volley she tried to go for it, but it went way over the bar. She got her foot underneath it, and we all know what that happens. It's just going to go higher, not forward. Oh! China have scored! But apparently there's a VAR goal check. It's just showing the replay. It's a great ball through in the box and then finds the corner of the net. But this is in stoppage time, by the way. This could be the winning goal for the tournament. Goalkeeper got her fingers to it. But there's a VAR goal check. What a moment, because there's only 1 minute of stoppage time left in that. Wow. Demi Stokes has got a throw in for City. Referee still checking. They haven't decided with that. In case you're wondering, I'm also keeping an eye on the China Korea women match, which is the Women's Asian Cup final. That's why Sam Kerr is back early, because her team Australia went out of it last weekend. Shaw. At the moment, Man City's not really showing much threat so far. And we've had at least half of the first half so far. So the goal looks as though, well, it still says VAR goal check, but they've played on, and the scoreboard still says 3-2 to China. So has it been given? I'd imagine so. If so, then Korea are gonna. G is sadly going to finish as runner-up to China. Was she offside? No, she wasn't. She was not offside. She was onside, so that goal did count. And now here come Chelsea to make it 2-0. Harder's shot saved by Roebuck. Tight angle. Just watch, mate, says thank you, Anna boys. If you haven't seen who scored yet for Chelsea, it is Reeton. I think that's how you pronounce it. So China have made a substitution, and that's pretty much, that might just be it, you know, for Korea. I don't think they've got the ball in their own half with a throw, and they'll just have to throw it as long as they can and just try and keep the ball. And the referee has blown the whistle for full time, so China have won the Asian Cup, and the manager of Korea still sitting in his chair, not happy at all. But it was onside when they just showed the replay, so it was absolutely fine. So China winning it on the last kick of the last couple of minutes of the game. Fantastic. Well done to China. But for Korea, they'll be disappointed. But what a final. 3-2. They were 2-0 up. So China did the comeback. 3 goals in normal time. Great game, that. I was thinking of doing a watch long for that, but I decided to do this one instead. But yeah, Chelsea Arsenal next weekend. So basically, if Chelsea win this game today and win their game against Arsenal on Friday, which is at home as well, you know, 2 home games, 2 wins, definitely possible for a team like Chelsea. They go top of the league with a game in hand. So they could actually go a point ahead of Arsenal if they win this game and they beat Arsenal on Friday. And with the game in hand, they could make it go up to 4 points. But Arsenal have not helped themselves. They've, ever since that cup final defeat to Chelsea at the start of December, which, by the way, I went to that, and Seb did a watch-along here on YouTube. I honestly thought Arsenal were going to be the favourites, but how wrong I was. I honestly thought that they were going to... I honestly thought Arsenal were going to be quite hard to beat, but Chelsea, the moment they scored the first goal early on, that was it. They got 3 goals, I think, at the end. It was quite a comfortable win for Chelsea. But I think Emma Hayes was reminding us that, you know, even though Arsenal were the better team in the league at the time, just shows with Chelsea, once Emma Hayes fixes the problems, they definitely come back to fight. CJW says gold medal Australia. What? What is this Winter Olympics? Or are you talking football? Because Australia didn't play in the Asian Women's Cups. That's what you're talking about. Oh, good ball through nearly to Harder, but got away from her. I've got the Liverpool-Cardiff game up on my phone. I'll keep an eye on that. Our good friend Joe Stanley's at Anfield today. Is Lauren Hemp. Does well against Carter. Brings the cross in. There was no one there to pick it up. It was a good effort by Lauren Hemp because I thought she was going to lose it. It's now a goal kick for Chelsea. They have done the 5th round draw for the FA Cup. Let's find out who got what. So, so here we go. For you Chelsea fans, you're going to be playing Luton Town away. Crystal Palace will take on Stoke City at home. Peterborough United will welcome Manchester City. Liverpool or Cardiff, whoever wins that, will host Norwich City. Southampton versus West Ham. Middlesbrough versus Spurs. That could be a good one. Forest or Leicester. They play later on today. That'll be a good game. They have got Huddersfield Town at home, and then Everton will face either Bournemouth or Bournemouth. Here's Shaw. Can she? No. Straight. Lost the ball from Berger. She got through though, but Berger was positioned perfectly there. She knew exactly what the outcome was going to be. Rear with the ball through. And she outpaced Anik Noran there. So the Liverpool-Cardiff game has just started again for the second half. Roll book now. So just about to reach half an hour. Chelsea, a lot more threatening. City, they haven't really got themselves going yet. I wouldn't really say that they've even had a shot on target. Maybe not even a shot off target, Man City, to be honest. Greenwood. Through to Lauren Hemp. Lauren Hemp, she's using her pace. Oh, Jess Carter wins the ball brilliantly there. When Lauren Hemp just got past her, she slid in and won the ball back on the edge of the box. But Jess Carter, she is a fantastic defender. It's all the way back with the City goalkeeper now. The ball's on her feet at the moment. Oh! Oh! There was a late challenge from the goalkeeper of Liverpool. Oh, he studs up on the back of his leg. That's a red card. That's got to be a red card. Yellow card. That's a red card. He's last man. Surely if it's a goalkeeper, he's the last man. I'm only seeing the replay, so I haven't seen the full angle of it, but Cardiff have a free kick, but the goalkeeper's got a yellow, so I think that could have been a red. Demi Stokes. Now Lauren Hemp. Her cross is blocked by Fleming. D. Doncia says, go Blues. Which ones? Chelsea or Man City? CJW is going on about the Winter Olympics. Oh, right. What did Australia win gold in there? As you lot know, I'm from Great Britain. We don't really win much medals at the Winter Olympics. We won one or two. Skeleton in the women's skeleton. We've won that for the last 3 Olympic Games. Lizzie Arnold won the last 2 in Pyeongchang and Sochi, so that was 2018, 2014. And Amy Williams won gold medal in 2010 in Vancouver, so we've done quite well. We do have someone from Wales who got bronze at the last Winter Olympics. She might have a chance. I'm sure the experience she got 4 years ago will help her to try and get a better medal than bronze, but let's see what happens whenever that takes place. I don't know when, but skeleton is probably my favourite thing at the Winter Olympics. Or curling. I do like curling. It's quite fun to watch. It's like snooker. It's something you can just have on the TV in the background. It is good to watch. They're showing the replay again then of Liverpool's second keeper. He never got the ball. Studs up on the back of the ankle of Cardiff's number 29. I'm wondering though. Well, Kaita, was it Kaita? Someone nearby was just behind the goalkeeper, so technically he wasn't last man, but out of his penalty area as well, the goalkeeper. And of course, when you go that far out and you don't get the ball, you're in trouble. That's the risk these sweeper keepers have to take. D. Don Sia saying Chelsea, just to make it clear. So here come Chelsea now. 12 minutes to go till half time. Harder on the right wing. Oh, has it gone out? No. No, nearly went out for a throw-in, but it was staying on the line. The linesman was nearby. Hemp. Oh, trying to pick out Shaw. Millie Bright does well with the defending. Boots it forward. Somehow finds Harder. I think she just kicked it for a clearance, but it was a good clearance. Back with the Chelsea back line. It's with Noran. Ingle. Jakob Sacken saying, man, can we see second goal in FT? I'm not sure what you mean by FT. I don't know if there has been a second goal, unless my stream's a bit behind that I'm watching it on, which is the BBC Sport website. But I've still got it at 1-0. Maybe that message is a heads up that there's a second goal coming, who knows? By the way, folks, if you're new to Let's Talk Sport, the channel, please give us a subscribe. Click that subscribe button, give us a like. It's your support that helps us carry on content like this. So your support is very, very important. We do have 2 other streams today. We've got the Euro futsal final between Portugal and Russia. That's taking place in Amsterdam. That's 4:30 with me here on the channel. And then after me, it's Luke Tanner doing the Africa Cup of Nations final between Mo Salah's Egypt and Sadio Mane's Senegal. That's a 7 PM kickoff UK time, so you can join in for that. Oh, Liverpool have just had a shot way over the crossbar from Mr. Jones. I don't think there is going to be a second goal here, because unless my stream is really behind, but currently Man City have got it in possession. Demi Stokes intercepted by Ingle. Now Hemp. Fantastic to watch. She really is. Caroline Rear now. Hemp's gone down, but they'll carry on, says the referee. She's got herself back up. Good refereeing, that. Oh, is that a free kick? I think it was Cuthbert who's given away the free kick here to City. Yeah, Cuthbert went in late. There wasn't much in that, to be honest. But, ooh, Hemp got a foot stamped by Fleming. It wasn't on purpose, but that alone could have been a free kick. So Alex Greenwood's talking to Park and Georgia Stanway, but Greenwood left to it to take the free kick. Chips it into the box. Goalkeeper off her line. She's down. And a shot over the bar at the end from, I think it was... Who was that? I think it was Ruby Mace, the centre-back, who half volleyed it over the bar at the end, but Berger was down, so would it have counted if she had found the net? I'm not sure. Looks like there was a collision maybe between Bright and her goalkeeper. Oh, looks like Liverpool have scored. A Trent Alexander-Arnold free kick that went into the box. And Jota scoring with his head. Do they need Mo Salah? Oh, I didn't realise next weekend Man City are playing Man United at home in the Women's Super League. So a derby there, as well as Arsenal, Chelsea on Friday night. So you've got a couple of good games next weekend in the Women's Super League. But first, Chelsea need to win this if they are going to try and go top of the Women's Super League by this time next weekend. Oh, thank you very much, Strip Bear, saying, come on, Chelsea, and has donated a £5 to the Super Chat. Thank you very much, Strip Bear, saying, Chelsea, please win. If we win both games in hand, we are top. Exactly that. Kwabina Sapong says, Chelsea will win by 2-0. Liso Bekabo says, where can I watch the actual match? So, I don't know which country you're in, but I'm in England and I'm watching on the BBC Sport website, which is free to watch on there, or BBC iPlayer. But again, it depends where you're from. Judging from your name, I'd assume you're not in England, but I might be wrong. But yes, thanks Strip Bear for that. Who's your favourite player, Strip Bear? So Greenwood and Lauren Hemp have a free kick. I forgot to share with you my predictions, which is below my screen, so you've probably already seen it, but well, hang on, we'll talk about that in a minute. City go for it. Oh, Berger with the save. Stretched out with both hands and put the ball behind for a corner. I think that is Man City's first shot on target of this game. It was Greenwood with the free kick. Was it Bronze who took that? No, I don't think it was Bronze. No, it wasn't Bronze. It was Jess Park. Great shot. I don't know much about Jess Park, but she's a very interesting player. I think with her and Lauren Hemp as your main wingers up front, they are fantastic. Great pace on them. So City's corner's come to nothing really, and it's gone back to the halfway line. 5 minutes left of the first half. Chelsea leading the goal to 0. Reeton with the goal so far with a header. And it was Jess Carter with the assist. Thrown for Chelsea in their own half. Hashimi 1 says, what about in Mauritius? Any idea? I'm not sure, to be honest. That is, yeah, I'm not sure. There is a good website. I could try and I'll share it at half time. Keep you up to date on this game though. until then. But there's a good website called Live Soccer TV, and they literally put in a list of all the countries of what channel certain games will be on. That's your best bet. Gareth Taylor only having to watch on at the moment, the City manager. He knows that this is a big opportunity today to get themselves closer to the top. But Chelsea at the moment, I'd say Chelsea have been a little bit quiet last 10 minutes or so. Man City finally getting a shot on target not long ago from Jess Park. That had to be saved by Anne-Catherine Berger. Demi Stokes with a throw in City's own half at the moment. Hashimi1 says, my favourite player is Kirby. She is so brilliant. She is fantastic. She's on the bench today for Chelsea. Didn't make the starting lineup, but that has kind of been the story of her season. She's had a good season, but Emma Hayes seems to be happy with her on the bench when it comes to the start of matches, but I wouldn't be surprised if we do see her in the second half. Not a bad substitution to have, is it, Fran Kirby? But she was, last time I've seen her live was at Wembley, in that Women's Cup final back in December against Arsenal, and Fran Kirby had one of the games of her career, and Emma Hayes said in the press conference afterwards that was the best game of her career. Hard to disagree. It was obvious how good she was as well. She just controlled that game. But yeah, Fran Kirby and Sam Kerr together they're quite the duo. I think it could stay 1-0 at half time here. But we'll see. But yes, I forgot to share my predictions, which are below anyway. They've been there since the beginning of this watch-along. But I've gone for a Chelsea 2-1 win. I've got the first goal scorer wrong. I went for Harder, but instead it was Reeton. Don't know why I didn't go for Reeton. She's on form this week. If EA Sports was going to do Player of the Week or Player in Form for their, whatever it is you call it, Ultimate Team, I think Reeton should get a special card for this week. But of course, currently on FIFA, you do get to play women's football, but it's only the international teams. Oh, Cuthbert. And Demi Stokes has cleared it for a throw into Chelsea. Can Chelsea grab another goal just before half-time and create a breathing space between them and City on the scoreline perspective? Liverpool have got a corner. Oh, Jota nearly scored on the volley. Just missed his target. Oh, Neuren just randomly lifted the ball up in the air in the box from quite far out, and Roebuck fell and slipped, and she hit the ball with her hand, but she just somehow slipped and didn't control it. But luckily, Lucy Bronze picked up the loose ball, otherwise she would have been in trouble. City trying to go for one last attack before the interval. Throw and take, and it's now with Greenwood on the halfway line. Georgia Stanway. Nice weather in London today, it looks like, but it is very windy at Kingsmeadow. Bronze down onto the right. Cross comes in, looking for Shaw. Ball now in the air. And it's out of the penalty area. Kerr trying to win the ball on the halfway line, but Greenwood lifts it a bit forward. Now Lucy Bronze. 1 minute of added time from the fourth official. Now Greenwood, they've got 30 seconds left of stoppage time. Demi Stokes. Oh, now Lauren Hemp, she's just kept it in play. Will she go alone or try and cross it in? She's got Demi Stokes. She's passed it to her. Now Hemp again. Keeping the ball away and shielding it away from Jess Carter. Now Bronze. 1 minute now gone. And the referee has blown the whistle for half-time on the dot. And Lucy Bronze had a feeling she'd be a bit annoyed about that because they were just pushing the ball on the right wing there. And I think she was a bit annoyed that they didn't get to play on because they were still on the attack. But Reeton and her team can go into the tunnel delighted with the current scoreline. 1-0 to Chelsea. They've been a little bit quiet since they scored, really. But Man City only getting one shot on target so far. But Emma Hayes knows that they need to get a second goal just to be absolutely sure in their bid to try and go top of the league come next weekend. Let's not forget they've got Arsenal at home here at Kingsmeadow this Friday night to try and go, well, either reduce the gap or go top of the league depending on the result of this match today. So Chelsea 1, Manchester City 0. Reeton with the only goal of the game so far in the 14th minute. It was a header in from a Jess Carter cross, and that Norwegian on form is playing brilliantly for Chelsea right now. So half-time it is. Get in touch, folks, on the live chat page. And, of course, vote on the poll of who you think will win today and what you think the outcome will be. So far, my scoreline prediction isn't doing too badly. Chelsea 2, Man City 1 I went for. Excuse me. Thought I'd mute the mic because I don't think you want to hear me sneeze, that's for sure. But anyway, get in touch. Let us know your views. Let's read some of your comments that I need to catch up on. Felipe Manca has got in touch. Hello, Felipe. Saying City 3x1, so I'd imagine you're going for a City 3-1 win. Definitely possible, but I can't see them getting 3 goals at Kingsmeadow. I really can't, but we'll see. Who knows? A big half-time team talk to come from Gareth Taylor, maybe. Lies Child says, Sammy all the way in terms of Sam Kerr being a good player. T.S. Childers also says, my favourite is Sam Kerr, all the way, love her. Hajime says, she is absolute class and very pacey. And Taz Childers said that Sam Kerr is just the best, love an Aussie icon. Opine Patrick, letting some of you know that this game is being shown on BBC iPlayer, which is what I'm using to watch the game, so hopefully that helps you lot. But if you do find the stream for the game, be sure to keep me on. I can give you the commentary instead. Just mute the commentators on BBC and use me instead. Ashimi1 says that I think Emma Hayes will look to her forwards to hold the ball up more up front in the second half at half-time talk. And Jelly Flocks has got in touch saying Fleming is my favourite. Let me just quickly get the stats from the game after the first half. Let me just... if I can just load it up. Where is it? SofaScore is normally good for this. They normally like to do ratings, but they haven't done that for this, it seems. No. Standings, media, lineups, no. Come on, SofaScore, what's going on? But either way, if Chelsea are to win this game today, they are going to go 2 points behind Arsenal with a game in hand. So it's looking very good for Chelsea. And Man United, serious team this year. You know, they may be third, but they're getting some good results against their rivals. Arsenal especially. They beat them in the Continental Cup quarterfinals to get themselves to the semis last week, but then it all ended from Chelsea at Kingsmeadow. But yeah, they're looking good this season. Chelsea, you know, top 3 finish, who knows? 5 points clear of Man City, so and they're both on the same amount of games, so there's no advantage for either of them at the moment. But anyway, I can't seem to find the stats on there. Let me just try Google. Google's not sometimes good for that as well. Chelsea women stats. So here we go then. So Chelsea have had 7 shots. Man City have had 2 shots. Chelsea were 3 shots on target, and as I thought, Man City have only had 1 shot on target. In terms of possession, though, very tight. 52% for City, 48% for the hosts of Chelsea. terms of passes, City have had a lot more. 2-3-7 to 2-2-1 of Chelsea. Fouls, it's been 2-3. No bookings, no red cards. Man City have been offside once, and both teams have had a corner each. Anyway, don't go anywhere, folks. We're going to come back for the second half. Don't go anywhere. Just going to have a quick break for the next few minutes here, and then we'll be right back. So don't go anywhere. Get in touch on the live chat page, and I'll read your messages when I come back. And yeah, we'll be back very shortly. Welcome back to our live stream watch along of Chelsea versus Man City. We're just waiting for the second half to begin. Now, I am using BBC iPlayer, so the stream might be a little bit behind compared to some of yours, if that makes sense. So I think they are just about to get ready again. Looks like some of the substitutes for both teams are still warming up on the pitch and waiting for their teammates to come out and get ready for the second half. So just a reminder, we do have a couple of streams later on this today. I was going to say this week, but there's still a couple to go on today. But yeah, at 4:30 British time, I'll be on here again, but to cover the Euro futsal final between Portugal and Russia. So it'd be interesting to see if Portugal can still hold both trophies, which they won the futsal World Cup back in October when they beat Argentina in the final. But it'd be interesting to see if Russia could do anything, because they beat Ukraine in the semi-finals. We all know what's going on politically there, where they beat them 3-2, so it was a very close game. And Portugal beat Spain, their neighbours, 3-2 as well. So the semis were very tight. Both teams having quite the challenge to get to the final. But look, you expect that when it's a semi-final. So do join me for that. But we are also doing a watch along at 7 PM tonight for the Africa Cup of Nations final, and that is between Mo Salah and Sadio Mane, Liverpool teammates, going against each other for Egypt and Senegal. Egypt had to, they've had to win 2 penalty shootouts to get to the final. Senegal convincingly beat Burkina Faso 3-1 in one of the semi-finals in midweek, which I covered here on YouTube. It was, I'll be honest, I think Senegal will win the tournament. If Mo Salah wins it for Egypt, then quite a historic moment. But also, you know, Mane would love to win it for Senegal, because they were runners-up to Algeria in the last final 3 years ago. So the players are back on. Do get in touch on the live chat page. Don't be shy. Looking at the poll before the second half begins. Chelsea 89%, Man City 9%, and 3% of you now, that someone has at least voted to say that this game will end in a draw. So we'll get the match clock ready. Let's get the background atmosphere going again. And Chelsea are about to kick off then for the second half. So they'll be attacking from right to left in their full dark blue kit. Man City in their turquoise kit from left to right. And a long ball straight to Roebuck there. So Chelsea straight away trying to go long and try and get a second goal there. No substitutions at half-time, I don't think. I didn't see anything. Now, according to Google, this game is on the 51st minute. We've only just started, so it just shows how slow the BBC stream is. Oh, actually, no, I could go further ahead. I'm on 49 minutes now, so I'll change the clock. So I do apologise, folks, if I'm been a bit behind. I didn't realise I was a bit behind on my stream. There we go. So Sam Kerr getting taken down there in the box, but it was Ruby Mace who actually won the ball, so she did brilliantly there. Good tackle, otherwise it could have been a penalty for Chelsea. Now Harder. Reeton, oh, shot blocked by Bronze. Good defending. Reeton looking for a brace, but instead it was denied by Lucy Bronze. Now Fleming, and the cross goes out for a goal kick. But Reeton just looks as though she's, from her body language, she's reflecting from that chance she just had. But what a block that was from Lucy Bronze. Harder left it for Reeton to shoot. Looks like she was trying to go for the bottom right corner of her left foot. Good block by Bronze. Now Ruby Mace. She's got it back to the goalkeeper for now. Bronze. Has Lucy Bronze always been number 20? I don't know if she was number 20 for Man City in her first spell there, but just a random question. She of course played for Lyon for a bit, and that was a good move for her. She went on to win the Women's Champions League with them. At least once. I'm going to double check that, but I have a feeling she might have won it more than once because Lyon had a long run of winning it, the Women's Champions League. Let's just Google her. Lucy Bronze, and Wikipedia is quite good with the honours list under players. So she was with Lyon. She was there for 3 years, so I think she's won it more than once. Let's have a look. She's won it 3 times. 3 years in a row, 2018, 2019 and 2020, and then she moved back to Man City. Has a FIFA Women's World Cup 3rd place medal from 2015, and of course won the She Believes Cup in 2019. And that was ahead of the 2019 Women's World Cup, which it was a good warm-up, that. Of course, let's not forget the Arnold Clark Cup is happening this month. So I think there'll be a little break from the Women's Super League in terms of international break, because the She Believes Cup and the Arnold Clark Cup will be taking place. So plenty of women's football going on internationally this month, which I'm looking forward to. England are playing in the first ever Arnold Clark Cup. It's taken place in England, and all 3 rounds of the match is taking place at Carrow Road in Norwich, Riverside at Middlesbrough, and it all finishes at Molineux on the 23rd of February, which is Wolverhampton Wanderers' ground. So that includes England, Germany, Canada and Spain. Great group. I haven't checked. I can't remember the whole group for the She Believes Cup, but that involves USA, Czech Republic, Iceland. I can't remember the other team, but it's mad how, you know, the She Believes Cup started first and has been around for a good few years now. But yet Arnold Clark Cup comes up and all these big teams in women's football decided to do that instead. More money, less travel, I don't know. But it'd be interesting to see how it goes, see if they can sell much tickets. Jose Hernandez asking, excuse me, asking in which channels are the stream on. So this is on BBC iPlayer. I'm not sure, Josh, where you live, what country you live in, but I'm in England, so that's how I'm watching it. Cross here for City. Oh, on the far post. Jess Park got her foot behind it, but she couldn't get the control she wanted, and it went out for a goal kick at the end for Chelsea. But that was a good ball in from Lauren Hemp on the left wing. Jess Parker, I think it was always going to be difficult from there to keep it in. But Man City knocking on Chelsea's door with just nearly 10 minutes gone in this second half. Still very windy in Kingsmeadow. I'll try and find out how cold it is in London. I'll check my phone. So yeah, Lucy Bronze has won it enough times, the Women's Champions League, so I'm sure she would love to win a 4th one. But with Man City, I think it's more special when you win it for more than one team. So London right now, apparently it's 11 degrees. Doesn't look like that. It looks, I mean, I'm not sure. Kingsmeadow is in London somewhere, but oh, Man City have won a corner. That came off Doran. Oh no, is it a throw-in? Oh no, it went out for a throw. Ruby Mace bringing the ball back into City's own half. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, to Let's Talk Sport, to support the channel. It's free to do so. Oh, there's 2 footballs on the pitch. Oh, one of the City players has kicked the loose ball off the pitch and they carry on with the main one. And there's a free kick for Chelsea in the centre circle. Cuthbert getting fouled there. It really does look cold at Kings Meadow today. And here we go, then City are going to make 2 substitutions, it looks like, and one of them is Vicky Lozada. Great experience in midfield. Be interesting if she can change a few things for them. Cuthbert, oh, she's gone into the box. No, not a penalty. I think the referee says play on because Cuthbert has got herself up and still has the ball. Cross comes in, no one there. Harder, oh, that looked like a handball. Referee says, as in towards Harder, not any of the City defenders. City clear it out. And it's a throw-in for Chelsea. But let's see that replay again, because I thought it was a penalty. But let's have a look. So it was Ruby Mace. It didn't look like there was any foot there to trip her up. I think maybe the referee might be right. It hit and missed, to be honest. I think it could have been a penalty. Oh, header flick from Cuthbert. Didn't find Reeton. City have cleared it out for a throw on the near side. Cuthbert's been in quite a few physical challenges in this game so far. I think she got a bit of a clash on the back of the head there from Ruby Mace. And I don't want to repeat the words she just said if I've done her lip reading correctly. Here we go then. Double substitution for City. So, Jess Parker's gone off for Blackstad. Yeah, she's not been as busy as she was against Tottenham early this week. Vicky Lozada's coming on for... Oh, for sure. No Ellen White. She's on the bench, but she hasn't used Ellen White yet. I must admit, I thought Ellen White would be Shaw's replacement. Let's see how this goes then. Already she's getting stuck into it, Vicky is. And Chelsea have... Oh no, it's a Man City throw-in. So City with the throw-in. Chelsea have intercepted with Cuthbert. Blackstad, she's just got her first touch of the game since coming on. Now, Stanway. Mace. All the way back to Roebuck. Oh, but luckily he was still there for the back pass, otherwise they could have been in trouble. Ellen White is warming up, though, on the sideline. She's got a bib on. She's warming up, and I do think they might need Ellen White. I don't know how you can't. Top goal scorer for England. That was back in November when she broke the record when they played Latvia. 20-0 that ended. Oh, Lauren Hemp just loses the ball there to Jess Carter. I'll say this now, Hemp's not played a bad game, but Carter has defended very well against her. One of the best in the business, both players. Millie Bright, she likes to loft the ball up front, but she couldn't pick out harder. It's gone straight to Roebuck. She's outside her area, though. Now Blackstad. Couldn't get anywhere near the long ball from Ruby Mace. I must admit, folks, I don't know much about Ruby Mace, so let's just go do a quick Google. See what Wikipedia says about her. So she's an English footballer. She's only 18 years old, born in September 2003. She was actually an Arsenal player to begin with. She was with them last season. 3 appearances, no goals. Was at Birmingham City, dual registration. Played 11 games and got 2 goals, and then joined Man City in the summer of 2021, and has so far played a couple of games or so. Wikipedia's not always correct with its stats on players, but it gives you a rough estimate. But yeah, I was going to say, I don't know much about Ruby Mace, but already she's been playing for 1 or 2 big teams in the Women's Super League. Here she is now trying to defend Pamal Harder. The run into the box. Makes the block, calls for handball. Referee's not saying anything. Throw in for Chelsea. I tell you what, with this still being 1-0 to Chelsea, this could go anywhere yet. Pamal Harder. Oh, it did hit her hand. It's not intentional though. Let's see it. Oh no, actually, depends what angle you watch this from. So it definitely hits her arm, her left arm. It wasn't high or anything, but no penalty. Might have been match done and dusted if they had scored that. If they had got a penalty and scored from it. Pamal Harder rarely misses her penalties. She scored a penalty against City last season at the Academy Stadium. Shot on target there for City. Was always going to be saved by Berger. It was a low shot from outside the box. It was always going to be difficult to find the net from there, but it's always good to at least challenge your opponent's goalkeeper from time to time and just remind them that this game still has a lot to play for. Less than half an hour to go. Chelsea 1, Man City 0. The only goal of the game coming from Reeton in the 14th minute, and it was a header goal. Excuse me. We got Vitor Batista getting in touch. Not sure what language that is, but I'll read it out. So Mayas Ungol Pora. Apologies if I've said that wrong. I'm not sure what language that is, but we'll always be happy to read out messages even if I can't understand the language. Our poll has had a lot more votes, but it's still towards Chelsea. 89% of you going for a Chelsea win. 3% for a draw, and only 8% for a Man City win. I can't see City winning, I really can't. I think they can get a draw though. Cuthbert, Harder. I think Chelsea not getting a win today would be an interesting twist to the title race. Looks like Harder was fouled there by Lucy Bronze, just inside City's half on the left-hand side. And now the sun is shining back here up north in Malpas. That's nice. Must be picking that up from the game because it's been sunny throughout the whole match at Kings Meadow. Cuthbert chips it into the box. Oh, Mace has cleared it for now. Oh, and after all that, there's a free kick for City. Not sure if that was a foul or if someone was offside. I do quite like the some of the flags that you see at Kings Meadow from the Chelsea fans. I've seen some of them when they go on to the away matches. One of them saying, "In Emma we trust." Emma Hayes, I'm going to check this, but she's been at least manager for Chelsea for 7 years now. So, you know, she's been there for a good while. So it would be weird if she ever did leave. So Emma Hayes was born in Camden in London, and she's been Chelsea manager. Wow, she's been Chelsea manager as of 10 years this year. She was at Chicago Red Stars for 2 years between 2008 and 2010. Clearly wanted to come back home, I think. And she was assistant at Arsenal Ladies between 2006 to 2008. Chelsea have conceded a free kick. Sophie Ingle completely tripping down Hemp. She's just too fast for them sometimes. When are we going to see Ellen White come on? 25 minutes to go. I feel like Gareth Taylor needs to get her on. Because they can still save this match. They can still get something from this. Here comes the free kick. Bronze. Oh, she went straight for the net, but it's easily picked up by Berger, and she's already thrown it down to the left-hand side towards Sam Kerr. Sam Kerr now enters the City half. She, with her outside foot, kicks the ball forward to find, I think it was, oh no, it was Jess Fleming. It's a throw-in for Chelsea. Not a bad free kick attempt from Lucy Bronze, but again, probably too far out. And here we go, then we've got a couple of substitutions now for Chelsea. It looks as though Frank Kirby's coming on and Niam Charles. So Harder is done for the day. She's going off. No goals for her today. So Frank Kirby replaces her. Be interesting to see what Kirby can do for the rest of the game now, especially with fresh legs, compared to some of these City players who've been playing throughout. And Fleming's coming off for Niam Charles. So both teams have had 2 substitutions each. I know some people aren't so sure about Gav Taylor's City boss, but I think it's so obvious they need to get Ellen White on. And they've not been creating enough chances, so it's not like you could just go and put her on with 5 minutes to go. I think you're not really asking. It's not possible, really. I'll just quickly check, but it's half-time in the Everton-Reading game in the Women's Super League. Because that game kicked off at 1 o'clock. And Everton are winning by 1-0, and Vergaard scoring on the 5th minute. In case you're wondering. I'll just quickly check how Liverpool got on in the cup, because that match should probably be done by now. 3-1 it ended. Comfortable win at the end for Liverpool at Anfield. So they're through to the 5th round. They'll be playing, I think it's Norwich in the next round. But yeah, China, in case you missed it, China women won the Women's Asian Cup at the end. They beat Korea women after being 2-0 down to win 3-2 in the last kick of the game, pretty much. Amazing. Oh, Rita nearly gave the ball away. She has, actually. Bronze. And Millie Bright will let it roll back to Berger. Humble Yourself says, watching live from Ghana. Hope you're well, Humble Yourself. Ghana, not a great Africa Cup of Nations, was it? I might be wrong, but I don't think they even got out of the group stages, did they? Charles, Ingle, Chelsea looking for probably the deciding goal, but they didn't get anything with that. Now City with a cross in, it's gone behind for a corner. Looks like there are a few City fans in one of the corner of the stands. You can see one of their flags is up at the moment. And a bit of a cheer from them, hoping that they can witness a City goal. So we've reached 70 minutes, still 1-0, 20 minutes to go. There's another corner for City. Greenwood's running towards the corner flag to do a short pass option. Oh, she's left. So the Zardo was taking the corners, and now Greenwood's gone and taken over and said, I'm taking them. Oh, not a bad ball, but Millie Bright has headed it away. And Frank Kirby. And that's a throw-in for City. Bronze with the throw-in. Another throw-in for Bronze to take. Brian Ockley saying, watching you live from Kenya. Hope you're well, Brian. And if you haven't yet, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and support us. It's free to do so. For many more of our sport watch-alongs, including the women's football that we're doing now. UEFA futsal final at 4:30 today. And then the Africa Cup of Nations final at 7 o'clock. Erahan Sam says, up with the Blues all the way, should be 3-0 by now. It's been ever since they scored Chelsea, they've had one or two moments, but I'd say City have been a lot more tighter. It's been a very tight game anyway, but I think this performance from City, even if they don't win, it just shows they are starting to get themselves going again, as we remember them as being, you know, a very good competitive team. I mean, let's not forget, it was between these two sides on the final day of last season's Women's Super League, which Chelsea, as long as they won their final game, I think it was against Reading, they would win the league. But it was very close. It was very tight. Oh, was there a free kick there for City? Yes, there is. On the left wing, Greenwood to bring it in with a left foot. That's a great free kick delivery. Lucy Bronze couldn't get the full contact, but there was an opportunity there for the Blues. A throw-in it'll be on the right wing. Oh, this is a good run. I think that's Lauren Hemp. She's won a corner. Even after 73 minutes, it's fantastic to see that she's still got the pace. She's not afraid of being tired. Completely outdoing two Chelsea players. And then the last touch coming off Ingle for it to be a corner on this near side. Oh, is there a foul in the box? No. They play on. City still have the ball. It's on the right wing now with Lazada. Lazada, she's got some space. Is she going to use it? No. Hemp with the shot, and it's deflected behind for a corner. I thought Lazada could have used that space. She just decided to shoot instead. Hemp wins another corner, but Lazada with all that space, but in all fairness, I think if she had carried on using that space, she would have been at even a tighter angle. So I can understand that. Greenwood with the corner. Fran Kirby only half clears it. Ruby Mace now on the right hand side with Kira Walsh. Another throw, and it's all City at the moment, folks. Chelsea having to defend really hard to keep this lead. Gareth Taylor standing and sitting. He doesn't know where to, how he can comfort himself. Maybe it's not that simple for a manager. Corner. Oh, I say corner. A cross comes in. Is that another corner or is that no? Judging by the players walking away, I think it's a Chelsea goal kick. But City looking like a promising equaliser's on its way at the moment. Quarter of an hour to go, exactly. Let's read some of your comments. Oh, there's quite a few messages. Yako to Marine says, go the Blues, watching from Uganda. Silas Amur saying he's watching live from Nigeria and says Blues all the way. Brian says, already subscribed to the channel, mate. A Blue from Nairobi in Kenya. Thank you very much. And Felipe Manca says 3-0, then 2-2, then 1-3. Scoreline prediction. You got to make your mind up, Felipe. There isn't much more time left of this game. Sam Kerr now on the run. Up against Greenwood. Kerr gets the ball before her. On the left-hand side. Brings the cross in. Bronze clears it. And now it could go the opposite way. Here comes City on the halfway line with Caroline Weir. She's got 3 of her teammates up front. But Jess Carter, as she has done all game, has defended brilliantly there. Blackstad now has it back for City. She is difficult to get past, Jess Carter. She's not made Lauren Hemp's game easy, but Lauren Hemp has been playing more on the right now because to keep her away from Jess Carter. And instead it's Anderson who's having to deal with Lauren Hemp. But I think if that was Gareth Taylor that instructed her to go on the opposite side, I think he made the right option there. Free kick for Chelsea. And actually a few of the 2 o'clock kickoffs in the Women's Super League would have just kicked off around 5 minutes ago. Aquila Escher says, go Blues 2-0. Unless you're ahead of me on your stream watching the game, then who knows, maybe Chelsea have just scored. I am a little bit behind with my BBC iPlayer service. But meanwhile, it's on the opposite end because City are on the attack now. Blackstad up against Carter. Carter goes down. That's got to be a free kick for Chelsea. Yep, it will be. Nos Kag says, watching live from Zambia. My word, we've got a lot of you in certain different countries. It's certainly going international today, this stream. Mia Oren asking, what do you think of Julie Blackstad? You know what? This is probably only the second game I've seen her in, so I can't make my mind up yet. I don't know much about her, to be honest. I might just do a quick Google and find out more about her background. We've got Noskag getting involved, getting in touch. Hello. Kilmer Martin says Chelsea will win the WSL. Shout out from Jamaica. Of course, you've got Shaw, who's gone off for Man City now. She's now on the bench again, but she's Jamaican. Lauren Hemp on the right wing. Now Lizarda. Stanway. Hemp, she'll go for goal. It's gone way over the bar. Trying to take a shot from outside the penalty area there. Chelsea with the goal kick. We've got Crystalite Manwanyum saying, hi, I'm Chris from Ghana and I'm for the Blues. Hello there. Hope the weather is nice in Ghana. I'm sure it's summertime in Ghana, isn't it, in Africa? But I'm afraid for any of you Ghana fans or people from Ghana, I still can't get over what happened 12 years ago when Asamoah Gyan missed that last-minute penalty. We could have got Ghana to their first ever World Cup semi-finals, but instead Uruguay went through on penalties. It was such a sad moment. They had a great team in 2010. They had Montari, Gyan, Kingston in goal. A few good players. I'd imagine Luis Suarez is never allowed in Ghana after what he did. Noskag says that City will win 2-1. Well, I'll say this now. If we're going to have another goal, City look the most likely. Can they score 2 goals, though? Cross comes in for City again. Lizardo's trying to win it back, but Carter yet again brilliantly defended. And it's a throw-in for City in the midway point of the half. So substitutions for both teams. Now he's listening to me, Gareth Taylor. Ellen White coming on with 10 minutes to go. And Lauren James is coming on for Chelsea. So Georgia Stanway's had to give way for City. But I'll say this now. I would have put on Ellen White 10 minutes ago. And Lauren James is to come on. Who's she replacing? She's replacing Sam Kerr. So I'd imagine Sam Kerr, well, she doesn't score on her return today, but claps all round from the Chelsea fans. So to be honest with you, with Harder and Sam Kerr off, it feels like Chelsea are going to try and defend this 1-0 lead. Oh, awkward bounce there for Berger. It luckily just goes over the bar, but that could have gone horribly wrong for her. Goal kick. But yeah, since there's quite a few of you watching from Africa, we're doing an Africa Cup of Nations watch along on Let's Talk Sport on this channel later on today. So be sure to join us at 7 PM. Oh, City now. It's in the box. Oh, cleared away. Now with Carter. I think she'll let it go out for a goal kick. Yes, she will. Ellen White. Will she get a goal chance? Berger with the goal kick. Now Bonds, oh, fouled completely there by Reeton. I don't think Gav Taylor was happy about that. But she's the only one that has scored in this game. Will it be the only goal of the game? Just over 6 minutes remaining. Be interested to see how much stoppage time there'll be, because there hasn't been that much pauses. I'd probably say 3 minutes. Helen White putting pressure on Berger. She ran right at her, but Berger was able to boot it out of the box. Thrown for City on the far side. Bronze. Long ball into the box. Good chance for City here. Rear. Shot blocked. Now Ellen White. Everyone surrounds her. Oh, Chelsea did well at the end. Blocked the shot. They all surrounded Ellen White, but Hemp's done well. She's won the ball back on the right wing. Brings it in with the left foot. Berger's there. She's got it. Chelsea live on again. But yeah, it's very clear what Chelsea are. They're just going to defend the lead. It's simple as that. Which makes it very nerve-wracking for Emma Hayes and her coaching staff. And the fans here at Kings Meadow. Now Lauren James through to Fran Kirby. We haven't seen much of her since she came on. Ingle. Now James. Will she go for goal? Oh, Roebuck had to save it. And Lucy Bronze picks up from the rebound. But not a bad effort from Lauren James. I think it was always going to be saved, but hey, if she found the net, the game would have been done and dusted. Now Rayton. Oh dear. Trying to get a free ball for one of her teammates, but no one made the run, so City just clear it at the end. Of course, Lauren James, an ex-Man United player. And I must admit, come the end of last season, in her final few matches for Man United, I thought Lauren James was one of United's best players, and I was gutted that she was going to leave. I think United losing Lauren James and Tobin Heath was going to be difficult. Of course, they had Kristen Press as well for one season, let's not forget. But yeah, Man United are at Old Trafford next month with the women's team, so it'll be interesting to see what kind of crowd there'll be. Lucy Bronze with the ball in. Look, Berger can't get there. Hemp! Oh, what a save by Millie Bright. Heads it out for a corner. Hemp it was on target. She was going to score if Millie Bright wasn't going to be there. Ingle couldn't get rid of it. Oh, what a moment. Ellen White was around there as well, next to Millie Bright when it happened. Ooh, actually, from the angle from behind, it looked like it might have either hit the post or just gone wide, so maybe it wasn't going in, but you can't be sure. And Millie Bright's cleared it out for a throw-in after that corner. City running out of time. 3 minutes to go. Chelsea on the verge from going just 2 points behind Arsenal if they win this. Ruby Mace. It's all Man City now up front. Chelsea no doubt defending the lead till the end. I'll read out more messages from you lot in a bit, but kind of don't want to have my eye off this game. Anything can happen. Now Hemp. It's nothing but Man City. And it looks as though there's going to be another sub for Chelsea. Reeton's coming off. And it looks as though Spence is going to come on for her. So, Reeton, another good game for her. She got the only goal of this game so far. Could that prove to be the winning goal? But yeah, she's played well today. She played well against Villa last weekend in the Cup. But yeah, Chelsea season looking good at the moment. Continental Cup final coming up against City next month. So they'll meet again. If they win this and then beat Arsenal, they'll be top of the Women's Super League. And FA Cup they're still in as well. But here we go now, Chelsea. Roebuck, will she get there? Lauren James goes down. Roebuck might just have got away with it there. She did get the ball. She didn't foul her. Now there's a long ball forward for City. Caroline Weir. This could be a great chance to equalise. Oh dear, what was that? What was that for a cross? I'm not sure what she was trying to do with that. But they had Chelsea at the run of play. Could that have been City's last chance as we're about to reach 90 minutes? But Roebuck did well there against Lauren James. If she could have been a bit quicker maybe, but she stopped Lauren James from going on to maybe score the second goal and put the game to bed. But Caroline Weir, Millie Bright committed to solving that. Weir got to, but oh, what was that? Ellen White screamed at her afterwards. I'm not surprised. Got to get the cross right. So we've reached 90 minutes. I don't know how much added time we've got, though. Have we got any? Must be something. Looks as though they've given the player of the match to Erin Cuthbert. We'll do a player of the match poll here. I don't know how much added time there'll be, folks, because it hasn't come up. Surely there must be. There we go, 3 minutes of added time. I was right. I got that prediction right. So I've just put out a poll to ask for you your player of the match. So do vote, and we'll find out the winner and end the poll after this game's done. So a minute and a half left of stoppage time. I think Chelsea might have just got the winner. They've had to defend a lot from City, but I think even though Gareth Taylor won't be happy with the defeat, I think there's some positives to take from there. City still contending against the big teams. No problems about that. Less than 60 seconds to go. City have the ball. Now Millie Bright intercepts. She'll just play it back to Berger, and then Berger will boot it out as far as she can. Lauren James with a flick header forward. She was the last one up front for Chelsea. Now with Ruby Mace. Lucy Bronze. Great tackle by Cuthbert. Now Hemp to the Zarda. Oh, Caroline Rhea had the ball in the box. Now Lauren Hemp with another dangerous cross. Straight to Berger. None of the City players went for the cross at the end. Millie Bright was there before any of the City forwards tried to get to it. But Millie Bright was going for it. It could have gone anywhere there if she had made contact. The 3 minutes are up, and Berger's got the ball at the moment for Chelsea, so I think that might be it. She boots the ball. It's in City's half, and that's it. Full time. And what a win that is for Chelsea. It was never going to be an easy game, but that is a big win for them. They really are back in this title race in the Women's Super League. You can tell as well from Millie Bright, the captain, showing relief. But yet again, it's been another tight game between Chelsea and Man City. Emma Hayes coming out on top against Gareth Taylor. But City, I think it's fair to say, I think it's very good to see that. I think it's very easy to say that City are probably out of the Women's Super League title race now. I think this really is down to Arsenal and Chelsea. And Chelsea now know that they have Arsenal this Friday night. And if they beat them on Friday night, Chelsea will go to the top of the table for the first time this season and be a point clear from Arsenal with a game in hand as well. So that's a big advantage over the Gunners. Anyway, that's for Friday. Today they had to get the win, and they certainly did. The only goal of the game coming from Reeton, the Norwegian superstar, scoring on the 14th minute from a Jess Carter cross. It was a header in to the back of the Man City net, and that was the only goal of the game. So my outcome was right. My scoreline prediction was wrong, though. I went for a Chelsea 2-1 win, and first goal scorer I went with Harder, and how wrong I was there as well. Chelsea's Harder didn't score at all today. Anyway, we did ask you on the live chat page on our poll to vote for your player of the match. The options were Reeton for Chelsea, Carter for Chelsea, and Lauren Hemp for Man City. And it looks as though currently Reeton is winning at 80%, 20% for Carter, and Lauren Hemp with 0%. Let's read some of your chat messages that we need to keep. Let's have a look. Kemma Martin asking, who do you think will win the Africa Cup of Nations later today? Well, it's between Egypt and Senegal, so I'm going to go for Senegal. I think Senegal will win today. Just because in terms of how both teams looked in the semi-final stages, Senegal convincingly beat Burkina Faso in the second half. And they had, let's not forget, in that first half, they had 2 penalties overturned by VAR. So it could have been more goals for Senegal in that game. And I think if they play like that today, I don't think Egypt have much of a chance, to be honest. We'll see. But I think it'll be Sadio Mane and Senegal that'll win today in the battle between Salah and Mane. Which, by the way, if we're talking about the Africa Cup of Nations, we do have a live stream watch along like we did for this match today for this Women's Super League. We've got that tonight at 7 p.m. So do come back to this channel for that. Click the subscribe button to keep up to date with any of our future content, and it really helps us with your support. Let's read more messages. Mia Oren saying, watching from Norway. Hope you're well, Mia. It must be a good day for you since Reeton scored the winning goal for Chelsea. We've got Stephen saying, watching live from Nairobi, Kenya, waiting for the AFCON final. Yep, that's in about just less than 5 hours' time. Jonathan says Chelsea must win this match if they want to win the league. And they did, and they certainly are in contention now. Lucas says there should be more than 3 goals by the end of this match. Lucas from South Africa. Only the 1 goal at the end, I'm afraid, Lucas. Did you have a bet on for how many goals there'll be? Brian Samper says Chelsea for life. Silas Emure says, hi Jamie, what do you think of Chelsea's WSL form this season thus far? Is it owing to Chelsea losing steam or credit to other teams stepping up? I mean, look, they had a tough start to the season, Chelsea did, but they weren't that bad still. It was just Arsenal just won every game going. But up until that Women's Cup final that Chelsea beat Arsenal in, Chelsea have improved. Well, Arsenal, I think they've only won 1 game in all competitions since that final, and that was at the beginning of December. That was 2 months ago now, as we're in February. So, I think Chelsea are the best team right now in England in the Women's Super League. Arsenal, if they can get themselves going again, then I think they could still have a good chance with the title. But at the moment, I think this is all Chelsea. Doodoo says, hello Jamie, hello Doodoo. Thanks for getting back in touch on the live chat page, saying, I have absolutely no knowledge of women's football. I'd fully recommend it though, Doodoo. I know you're a Bayern Munich fan, judging from your profile picture, and Bayern Munich have a good women's team as well, so you should at least follow them, I would say. Kim L. Martin says, hit the like button, support the guys' channel. Oh, cheers, Kim, I appreciate that. And Doodoo says, shaved your beard with a question mark. Looking good, my brother. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I shaved earlier this week. I was going to try and grow a mustache. Tried to ever since November, but it didn't. It wasn't as what I hoped for, to be honest. And Niakato Marine says, blue from Uganda. So anyway, in terms of fixtures coming up for the Women's Super League, we do, I think we will be doing the Chelsea-Arsenal game on Friday night here on Let's Talk Sports, so do keep an eye out for that. In terms of the other matches right now, Everton are leading still by a 1-0 against Reading with 70 minutes on the clock. Birmingham City against Leicester City, that's 25 minutes in. And those Tottenham hosting Brighton, they're 1-0 up, thanks to Simon with a goal on the 12th minute. That's 30 minutes gone in that game. And there is more matches late. Well, there's only one more match later, and that's Aston Villa versus West Ham, which is at 6 o'clock, so that's quite late on. Which I'd imagine that game's on Sky, because normally the late games on the Sunday are normally on Sky for the Women's Super League. So yeah, that's it. In terms of next weekend, so it starts off with Chelsea-Arsenal on Friday night, and then on Sunday it's the Manchester derby, Man City versus Man United at 12:30. Everton taking on Aston Villa in 13th at 1 o'clock. Birmingham City hosting Tottenham next weekend at 2 o'clock. Leicester City against West Ham United at 2 o'clock. And Brighton and Hove Albion also at 2 o'clock against Reading. And funny enough, the Manchester derby being on next weekend, there's 2 Manchester derbies this month for the women's teams, because they also have each other in the FA Cup. So very interesting indeed. Justice says Blues forever. We got Lamon JB Jammer saying watching from Italy. So yeah, thank you all for getting in touch on the live chat page today. Really enjoyed hearing where you've been watching from. Uganda, Ghana, Italy, you name it. There's been a lot of different people in different countries watching this watch along today. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the stream. We're going to probably wrap it up there. Before we go, let's end the poll for player of the match. So I've just ended it now. If you forgot to vote, then I'm afraid you've missed out. But I think we had a pretty obvious winner for this one. The results about to come in. And Reeton has won the goal scorer, the match winner at 68%. Jess Carter at 31%. And poor Hemp, she didn't get any votes from the 32 of you that submitted on that poll. Anyway, we're going to go. We're going to end this stream. But remember, we've got 2 more watch-alongs today. We've got one again at 4:30 with myself for the Euro Futsal Final. The stream event is already up on the channel. So be sure to bookmark that link, and we'll see you later on that. And then also for any of you in Africa who've been watching the Africa Cup of Nations, Luke is doing a stream for that at 7 o'clock tonight. So a lot to look forward to today on Let's Talk Sport. Don't forget to subscribe, give us a like. Really appreciate your support, and we'll see you very soon. Have a good one, folks. Chelsea, the winners, on their way to another WSL title. Who knows? See you soon.